Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Tori and today I'm going to be doing the Booktube Newbie Tag. Question number 1, why did I start this channel? Basically, I really wanted to create a channel where I could reach a wider audience and talk about character-driven books and characters in general and kind of be a part of a community that talks about books and writing a lot more. I don't get a chance to go to a lot of in-person events for writers and readers, and so I'm really looking forward to getting to be a part of that community here on YouTube. What are some fun and unique things I can bring to Booktube? So one of the things for sure that I am really excited about is I have a pretty wide variety of reading tastes, and I'm not really married to a single genre, so I read a lot of different books, and I really don't have a lot of categories or genres that I absolutely refuse to read. I'm also a writer, I'm also a poet, I'm also a reader, so like all three of those things, I have a lot to say about all the different aspects of reading and writing as a whole, so I'm really excited about that. What am I most excited for this new channel? I am so excited to build a community on here. I'm so excited to get some interaction going between me and some other people on Booktube and however many subscribers I end up having. I'm super excited to start trying some things. I want to do a book club later on. I have so many things in the works I'm so excited about that I cannot wait to share with you guys. Why do I love reading? This is actually a really personal question for me. When I was younger, I was dealing with a lot of stuff in my personal life, and reading really became an escape for me, and I was able to be whoever I wanted to be, and I was able to read all of these amazing worlds, and just it really grew my imagination and my love of storytelling in general, and that's honestly why I became a writer as well. Also, something that's kind of a weird side note on that, I absolutely love reading books and trying to figure out like a little bit about the writer as I'm reading their book, because I firmly believe that you can see an author's soul through their writing, and so I love feeling like I'm connected to whoever is writing the book that I'm reading. What book or series got me into reading? There's so many. White Fang is a huge one. I read a ton of horse series when I was a kid because I was horse obsessed. My parents and I would sit around the family room and we would read Little House on the Prairie. There's literally so many. I grew up watching Jane Austen movies, and so I'm obsessed with those. Anything that was kind of like adventure stories I really loved. What questions would I ask my favorite booktubers? Honestly, I love asking more experienced booktubers for advice, because I think, you know, one of the things about starting something new or learning something is go to the people that have already done it and know what they're doing and ask them for advice. What could I do better? How could I improve? Like, what are some of the challenges that you had to overcome when you started your channel? What challenges do I think are going to be the hardest to overcome when having this channel? The typical challenges for a new booktuber, I feel like I'm pretty confident with. This is not my first time running a YouTube channel, but I do definitely think that it's a more personal topic to me, so I think there's gonna be a period where I'm learning how to be more comfortable just letting out what I feel and how I think about things, and I think everybody kind of goes through that where you're like convinced that I don't know if people are gonna like me. And I definitely think, you know, keeping up a consistent pattern of videos for my subscribers is something that's really important to me. And that's something where with having 3 kids and having, you know, certain mental health-ish days, it's gonna be a little bit interesting trying to keep that consistent, but I am absolutely determined to do it. When did I start reading? I started reading, I actually had a really hard time learning how to read, and it took me a while to get going. Once the light switch clicked, it clicked for real, and I couldn't stop reading, and I would say that was somewhere around the 9-10 area. Where do I read? Absolutely everywhere. I always have a book with me. I love snuggling into my big fluffy rocking chair with my cat and under a blanket with a lovely like bottle of kombucha next to me with one of my favorite books. It's one of my favorite places to read. What kind of books do I want to read? And I kind of talked about this a little bit before. Fantasy will always be my absolute favorite. I love it to death and all its subcategories, but honestly, I love books in general. If it's a well-written story with really good characters, I will love it. I don't like horror, typically. That's one of the only genres that I'm not a big fan of. Thrillers, I'm kind of halvesies on. Some I like and some I don't. Westerns aren't really my favorite. So there are a few that I'm not a huge fan of, but overall, I'm very open to different genres and reading different types of books. So that is the Booktube Newbie Tag. Thanks so much for watching. If you haven't already I'm going to say this correctly. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I give up. Please click the subscribe button down below, and I hope to see you around, and I would love to meet you, so go ahead and comment down below with who you are and what you like to read. I will see you in the next video.